So I'm grabbing onto a weight plate and I'm just holding it in the distal part. So you have these little creases. It's not the first crease, not the second crease, it's the furthest crease down. And I'm gonna put the weight plate there and I'm just gonna be holding it with those last little tidbits of my fingers. Once I feel this grip, I'm gonna feel everything in my forearm, especially in my fingers and more my wrist and hand, really working to hold it. And then I'm just gonna walk back and forth for the prescribed amount of time, really just squeezing those last little parts of my fingers, trying to hold the weight plate together from falling. So we're just gonna be grabbing onto a kettlebell on the bottom side of it, gripping it like so, holding onto it, feeling all the muscles in the forearm working. As I hold onto this, we're just gonna maintain this grip and you're just gonna walk forward and backwards for the prescribed amount of time and basically just trying to feel all the forearm muscles working as you're gripping this kettlebell as you walk back and forth. So I just grabbed a weight plate and I'm basically pinching it and trying to squeeze with my thumb and all my fingers on one side. I'm trying to squeeze it as hard as I can so it doesn't slip out of my hand. Once I have that nice pinch grip, I'm just going to be basically walking backwards and forward for the prescribed amount of time, and you're going to feel all the muscles in your forearm, in your wrist, and your hand really burning to maintain that grip, trying to not let that weight plate fall from my hand. So in this example, we're just going to grab a kettlebell, you're going to squeeze it, and you're going to be active with it. I mean, I'm not just going to be passively holding it, I want to be squeezing it as hard as I possibly can. Once I maintain that position, I'm just going to be walking back and forth with the kettlebell right next to me on the side of me, and I'm just going to be feeling all the muscles in my forearm, the front side, the back side, and even in my wrist and hand, working to hold that weight as I walk back and forth. So I'm just grabbing a safety clip and I'm just going to squeeze it and hold for a couple seconds and then relax. There's also grip strengthening exercises that you can buy, but a weight clip works pretty well, especially a stiffer one that's a little bit newer. And again, you're just going to get each side of it, 4 fingers on one side, kind of this thick meaty part of your thumb on the other, and then your goal is to squeeze them together. You're going to feel all the muscles in your forearm and kind of in your hand working, and then relax. So you're going to squeeze and relax.
Okay, so this is wrist extension isotonics with the elbow straight. So now I'm moving through concentric wrist extension as well as eccentric wrist extension. It's important to try and keep your elbow straight the entire time. This surface is a little low. If this felt uncomfortable, you could have something supporting your arm like this. It's all supported, and then you're just moving through concentric and eccentric wrist extension. It's important to really try to keep that elbow straight. Slowly move through both motions and repeat for the time prescribed. All right, Mike. So these are just ball squeezes. I'm demonstrating this with a tennis ball, but you could also use a stress ball or anything that you're able to squeeze that feels comfortable. I wouldn't do anything with like a baseball or a softball, that may be too tough, but just hold the object in your hand, squeeze it as hard as you can for a few seconds, and then relax. You should feel even your forearm muscles and your finger muscles getting a workout. Make sure that you're also using your thumb, as the thumb is really important with gripping as well.